As I've said, Calc is all about spreadsheets. So a spreadsheet is just a table with columns and rows. By default, when you create a new spreadsheet, you've got three sheets. You can right click on one sheet and then rename it. For example, you can delete it, you can insert a new delete, and there's a confirmation. Insert, if you want to insert a new sheet before or after the current sheet. The current one is the first one. Or you can, what is quite interesting is that you can insert more than one at once. So you can have, for example, let's say 2 at once. So you don't have to say, you have to insert. You can do it like that, and I can insert, and you can insert them after current sheet, for example, and then get OK, and you've got them here. And then you can move them and copy them. So for example, if I take the sheet number 4, either I can, if I move it, it means that it's going to be deleted from this file and it's going to be copied to another one. So either so if I move it or copy it, to copy you have to to check copy. If not, it's going to be moved, so it's going to be deleted from this file, and you can move it to another document. So these are the documents that are already open in my computer. So you have to open the target document, and then you're going to find it here, or you can move the sheet to a new document. And for example, OK, and this is my new document with sheet number 4, and discard. So you can see that sheet number 4 disappeared from this file because I moved it, I didn't copy it. So you've got the columns and rows. You've got the columns that are labeled A, B, C, D, and then you've got the rows. So you can, let's say, we'll start typing things, whatever. And then you can change the width of a column by letting, well, you have to let the mouse cursor between two columns. You can see the double arrow towards the left and the right, and then you just drag, and you can see the pop-up width 41 centimeters. You can choose what you want. You can do it like that, and you can move it around as much as you want. Same thing for the rows. If you double click it, it's going to adopt an optimal width, which is the length of the longest cell. So for example, if I double click here, when I see the double arrow, it's going to come up to here. So it's not going to take more space than we want it to. And then I can double click the row, and again it's going to do this. So you can see that I don't have to be very precise by doing this. I just double click, or I can click on the letter of the column, and then column width, and for example give my desired width. And you can see here it's the default value. If I check it, what's going to happen in this template for this spreadsheet, the default value is 2.27 centimeters. Let's see it again, column width, and then default for the time being is 0.98. If I default is 227. What happens here is that if I continue writing, it's not going to rearrange itself. It's just going to continue in the same cell, and it's not going to be affected by the length of the cell because it's locked. Same thing with rows. So click on the number of the row, and then row height, etc., etc., and there you go. So after that, you may want to delete a row. So for example, if I want to delete the row A, I just right click and then delete column. So you see the result. I can undo delete, or you can delete a row, click on the number of the row and then delete row, or you can just select multiple rows or columns. Here I'm taking 5 columns. I just, in order to select, if I want to select one column, I just click on this box for A. If I want to take more, I just drag the mouse and I let it, there you go, and I release when I want to. So I've got 5 rows, 5 columns, and then right click, delete columns, and all 5 are gone. And you can see that column F, okay, becomes column A. It's rearranged. Same thing again for rows. If I want to select a cell, I just click on it and this is selected. If I want to take more than one, for example, if I've got a range of cells, for example, I want to take from A1 to B1, I just drag my mouse and then I release. So I've got 2 cells selected. If my range of values of cells is not contiguous, so it's not continuous like this or like this. Example, if I want to select B2 and then B4, you can see that I click on B2, and when I click on B4, it deselects the previous selection and it selects B4. If I want to add, so I've got B2, if I want to add to this selection another cell, I just click on Control and it's going to select both. You can see my Windows shortcuts tutorial to see about this basic functions. It's the same thing that happens when you've got any given folder. So I select like this with the mouse, or I can just press Control and then click on all the elements I want to choose or to select. If you want to insert a row or a column, you can just click, for example, on A, right click, insert column, and it's going to insert the column to the left of the selected column. And again, it's going to insert a row before the selected row. Sometimes you might want to delete the contents of a row without deleting the row. So for example, I want my B column to stay there and I just want to delete the content of column A. So I just click here and then right click, delete contents, and then I can delete all or just the text or the number or whatever. We're going to see about this later. There you go. So the content disappeared and the structure of the columns is the same. Same thing for the rows, of course. Now, sometimes you might want to, when you have too much data, you want to hide a column without deleting it. So you can just either drag like this, for example, but you can still see it, or you can just click on the column, right click, and then hide. I'm better do it like this. This is easier. So click on B and hide. You can see it goes from A to C. If you want to show it, to show column B, just let the mouse put the mouse between the 2 columns A and C, and then right click, show, and B appears again. So of course you can always know whether it is a hidden column or row, because the numbering is going to be a bit weird. So from A to C, you know there is a B column somewhere, because either way, if I delete it, there's always going to be a B column. So this is all you need to know on the structure of tables and